So in today's video, me and you are going to be styling up 3 different 90s looks, but I'm going to be putting my own personal style spin on them. If we don't know each other, I'm Sarah and I share content on personal styling and slow fashion for women over 40. So I am not a follower of trends, but when I saw that the 90s was making a bit of a comeback, I was like, that might be quite a fun thing to try and style up 3 of the 90s looks, but kind of put my own splash of personal style on them. So for me in the 90s, I was between the ages of 8 and 18. So I wouldn't say that I was at my most stylish, but I definitely remember wearing some of the biggest trends from the time. So high-waisted jeans, chainmail tops. I started going clubbing and raving when I was about 16. So I very much got into wearing the slip dresses with the big chunky boots with the 2 kind of cone buns on the side of my head. I really tried wearing corset tops, but unfortunately at that point in my life I was very, very flat-chested, so I had 2 fried eggs and that corset look did absolutely nothing for me. So me and my friends went through stages of making and wearing strange accessories. So think kind of blossom, the big flowers on hats, or the big flower brooches. And I remember I had a lot of velvet. So that was kind of my experience of the 90s first time round. So the first thing I did was think about the TV shows that I was watching at the time and who I really loved in those. And there were 3 people that really stuck out to me. And these 3 people are what I used to help me put these outfits together today. And one person that sprung to mind immediately was Lisa Bonet from The Cosby Show. And looking at her style, it was always, and still is to this day, the perfect blend of bohemian chic, so all of the jewellery and the kind of flowy layers and those beautiful patterns, mixed with streetwear. So she always has a bit of an edge to her outfit, which is something that I basically embrace in my own personal style. I am always looking for ways when I'm getting dressed of adding an unexpected element to my outfit. And actually a question that always pops into my mind is, what would Carrie Bradshaw do? And that often leads me to put in big brooches where you wouldn't expect them, or the 90s big accessories, so putting a big flower somewhere with an outfit that again you just wouldn't expect to see it with. So this is the Lisa Bonet, I hope I'm saying her name right, look that I decided to style up. So she is wearing a kimono over what looks like a jacket, you can't see exactly, with it looks like probably some kind of chino pant. And I had all of those in my wardrobe, so I was so excited to be able to put this together. And this is how I recreated the look. So I took a pair of my very old faithful khaki paper bag waist combat style trouser and paired that with a blue-grey tunic style shirt as the kind of base layer. And then I chose out a navy blue waistcoat or vest, which I then buttoned up. I think she had a jacket on underneath, but when it comes to recreating looks that other people are wearing, it's never about matching things exactly. It's just about using the look that they have to inspire your own version of what they're wearing. So I wasn't too worried about the fact that I didn't have the kind of jacket to put on underneath. I then chose to put on this vintage kimono and then just layered on some very simple necklaces. For shoes, I went for these vintage cowboy boots. I also added in some gold earrings. And I was really happy with how this look turned out. It really felt like me. And I would say for you, if you wanted to recreate this and you didn't have the kind of kimono as the top layer, just experiment with jackets or shirts or oversized cardigans that could just act as that kind of top more flowy layer. And I've definitely been wearing this look since I first styled it. So for look 2, I was looking for a Sarah Jessica Parker look. And I didn't really love any of the kind of Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw looks. And a lot of her streetwear was kind of dresses and stuff that I just wouldn't wear. But what I did find, and this is where I actually get quite a lot of my inspiration from, is looking at what celebrities wear to the airport, because they tend to always be in that more kind of casual look, and oftentimes they will do something which is a little bit more edgy, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more undone, which again is very much in alignment with my own personal style. So I found this picture of her and Matthew Broderick at LAX airport in the 90s, and the style in this picture is what I used as inspiration to put together an outfit involving another big 90s trend, which was overalls. And so this is how I recreated the look. It's actually what I'm stood here recording this video in. So I teamed my cream dungarees overalls with a cream and brown rugby shirt, which you can just see the collar of the rugby shirt poking out from underneath my jacket. And then I decided that I wanted to put a jacket rather than a cardigan over the top. So I went for this camouflage print, which actually it was a bit inspired by, I'd seen a picture of Fran from iconic series The Nanny somewhere. I'd been scrolling through Pinterest or something and it had popped up. So that kind of was in my head and I was like, okay, I'm going to add a little bit of camouflage in here. Then I decided to pop a grey cashmere jumper that I've got just around my waist to act as a belt rather than putting on an actual belt, which gives a bit more of a structured look, but using a jumper as a kind of way to cinch in your waist actually gives a bit more of a kind of more slouchy, relaxed feel. And in my opinion, I don't think the goal always needs to have every outfit be flattering. And I think sometimes that can actually limit you in like your creative flow when you get in dress. Like some outfits actually look amazing when they're just left to free fall and without needing to be cinched in for them to be stylish. And as you can see, I popped on my cream and brown checkered socks and added a pair of fake horsehair clogs. And I think socks can be a really good way to add a kind of edge to an outfit. So if you haven't experimented with wearing socks with heels or sandals or clogs, then I really encourage you to do so. Then for the top layer, I didn't really want to put a jacket or like a structured coat on, so I chose this orange pashmina because it was just going to give that more kind of undone top layer. And then for handbag, rather than going for a structured handbag, I just went for a tote bag. Look 3 inspiration came from a picture that I'd seen on Pinterest of Caroline Bessette Kennedy, where she was wearing this knee-length cream suede skirt with a plain jumper and some plain boots. Now, the style vibe really wasn't for me because it's far more classic than I would ever wear, but it did trigger something in my mind, which was I have a mid-length cream suede skirt that I very rarely wear, so I decided I want to try and style that up. Now this outfit, I've got to be honest with you, is probably my least favourite out of the 3, and I probably wouldn't really ever wear it in my own life. But rather than taking it out of the video and replacing it with something else, I decided to just share it anyway, because a big part of discovering your personal style is actually experimentation, like trying things on, trying different styles and looks and seeing what feels most like you. So I just kind of thought I would share this anyway and talk you through really kind of why it doesn't feel like me. And you'll probably see from the pictures that aesthetically it doesn't really look right on me. So this is the outfit that I put together. So obviously we've got the cream mid-length suede skirt, which I paired with a silk blouse, which was also a big 90s trend, silk, which has got dogs on it. So that's kind of a bit abstract, so I kind of liked that. I then added in a brown belt because chunky belts were a big thing in the 90s, mainly more black chunky belts, but I opted to go for this brown one. And then added in my cowboy boots, and that was actually inspired, the cowboy boots and the jacket were actually inspired by a picture of Sarah Jessica Parker, actually from the late 80s that I'd seen, where she was wearing a suede jacket with cowboy boots. Accessory wise, I opted for 3 gold necklaces, and something that I do when I'm layering any kind of jewellery is I always go for an odd number. For me, I always find it kind of sits better and looks better aesthetically, so that's just a random fact. I then just added in some gold hoops and then grabbed, rather than an actual structured handbag, I decided to grab this kind of tapestry bag that I got from an antique store. And this is where we ended up with the look. As I said, it doesn't really flow for me, it doesn't really feel like me. I like the individual elements of the outfit, but I don't think that I love the kind of overall look. And maybe if I put on the cowboy boots that I'd had on with my khakis in the first look, maybe that would have looked better. But this is where we ended up, and like I said, I probably wouldn't wear this. I'd wear the individual items, but I wouldn't wear this as an entire outfit. I'd love to know which one was your favourite, so please comment below and let me know. So thanks for watching this video on me recreating 3 looks from the 90s. Would love to know which one was your favourite, so please comment below and let me know, and don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week.